everyone, Shane here. It's a Sunday. It was quiet till I set up all my recording equipment, and the neighbours cutting the grass, and dog somewhere else keeps barking. I've got pigeons landing, making racket, so I do apologise for the background noise. It's out of my control. But today's video is a shooting stick. It is high, just to demonstrate. If you're a lot taller than me, you'll have no problems. I'm just under 5'10". I'm probably average height UK male, I would guess. So I'll put it at height. I will let you have a closer look in a moment. I was a bit fooled. I thought it was a primos shooting stick. I think that's how you pronounce the word. And I was in a rush to get ready for work. So I quickly looked on eBay and Amazon after watching a few reviews, and I saw the head of it with the trigger. Let's get it in a bit closer. I saw the head of this thing and it looked identical, and it said generation 3. It's got the trigger lever and the lock the trigger, and the video I watched says they're an average price of about 110 to 150 depending where you buy them. So I saw this one advertised on Amazon, and I was in a rush to get ready for work, and I'd be running late, so I didn't I didn't look at the listing very good. So this one turns out to be called the Fairy Deer, which is not a primos one, although it looks exactly the same. So whether they're all made in the same place in China, because when I looked at the www.com address site for this is clearly made in China, so it's either a copy of those or they're all made in the same place. I'm not sure how good the quality will be of it, how long, how durable, how reliable will be seen in the future. Should it break in the next 6 months or so, I will make another video just to warn you not to buy this brand. I think it was £95 UK. But I thought I'd do some close-ups of it before I go shooting with it, and I'll be shooting with my Viroc HW57 because that's a very hold sensitive gun. It's got some slippy rubber striping going on here, so hopefully that will allow the gun to recoil a little bit, being a spring piston gun. Let's get the gun and have a look. So when it's mounted on there, it is very very stable and sturdy, and basically just pull the trigger, get it up to the height that you want it till it's comfortable, like so. It's at a bit of an angle, that's it. So that there for me standing here is spot on. At my daughter's garden where I'll be shooting, the target is actually lower down, and it's not on the same plane that I'm on. So what I will probably do is angle it forwards like such, so it'll be more stable. But that feels very stable at this point. But with this gun being hold sensitive, we'll see how accurate it turns out to be. The reason behind buying this, I've never thought about buying a shooting stick before. I don't know anybody who's got any personally, and I've never used one. And I've never seen one, only on videos being used. But it does feel like you can put a fair bit of weight on it. It feels very sturdy, and because the feet, the telescopic sections on there are independent of each other, if you're on rough terrain, the feet will drop in to match the terrain. On the bottom of this one, it's not got the same feature as the primos ones. It's got rubber ends on it. I don't know if this camera will focus on this too good, but it's got these type semi-grippy little bobbles on the bottom, not like the primos ones what have got sort of spiky rubber bits sticking out, but it does feel fairly secure when on the floor. But the reason behind getting these, my initial idea was, at my daughter's, when I get there, I have a lot of flapping about, setting up. I have to get somebody to help me get the table across, the glass table that she allows me to use, so I can't do that on my own. and then when I've got the table there, I put a toolbox on it, and then a gun bag, and then this chair I've got is not the right height, and I'm at a weird crunched up angle, so none of it's comfortable. So the plan is, if I decide to shoot from a sitting position with this fold up chair, now that's going to be clearly too low because I'm crunched over forwards, but within seconds you can get it exactly where you want it. So that's perfect. Perfect. It feels perfect. Till I've actually used it, I feel nice and comfortable. I'm not crunched up. Yeah, it feels absolutely perfect. And then you can get it into exactly the right spot where you want it, which is not what I can do when I'm resting off tables and building up the height, and it takes ages and it's not comfortable, and that's got to affect your shooting. So we'll give these a bash today. I'll be off to my daughter's shortly. It's very calm, and then suddenly there's a bit of a gust of wind, so hopefully that won't affect it too much. I've also found these reactive targets. I've just put some orange sticky tape because I'm pretty sure at sort of like, I don't know, 35 yards, whatever it is I'm shooting at, I won't be able to see them too clear being a matte black, so I've just put some sticky tape on them so it helps me sight them. I don't normally shoot these. I bought them, shot them in the last lockdown with my little CP2, and then disregarded them somewhere behind the shed and forgot I even had them. So the wife found these when she was cutting the grass the other week and says, "Oh, here's them things you bought." So I'll have a few shots at those today as well, off the shooting sticks. There's a lanyard on it, so if you use a range meter you could hang that off the lanyard. It's fairly portable. It's got like a soft rubber grip. I'm not sure if the camera will focus this, but there's like rubber lines here that are fairly supple. They bend quite easy, so, but they do feel grippy at the same time, if that makes any sense. I was going to say something. This top piece comes off, this unscrews, and I believe it's got sort of a camera tripod, so you could use it for a camera. It's got like a double thread system. You can pull the outside thread down to reveal yet another different size. I don't know what sizes they are, I should have done my homework on this, but there's another, if you spring-loaded bolt there with threads on it, if you pull it down, one of those is a camera thread. So, and you can get different heads for these. You can get ones what actually you can clamp the gun in, which I'd never do because I'm using spring piston powered air rifles, which they need to recoil a little bit to maintain accuracy. So this is it. This is the stick, and as I say, I'm nearly 5'10", and if you're a tall guy 6 foot odd, it goes to this height. It's gone out of hang on, let's get it in a sturdy position. That's it. I don't know if you can still see this, if it's in frame, but I would imagine if you're nearly 7 foot this thing would still be adequate. But there you go, enough said about that. And also there is videos that I spotted last night on YouTube. Occasionally when the legs don't work correctly, when you pull the stick and the bottom legs don't drop, there is videos on there showing you how to take them to pieces and maintain them and keep them, the internals, clean. The bottom on this has got some plastic. Let's just show you this. On the bottom there's a kind of plastic clamp to hold the legs together when it's in transit. So like such, they just clip in. On the Primos ones I believe they have a rubber strap you pull round to keep it all rigid, but not very heavy. I haven't weighed it, but it's not, I don't know, a couple of pounds, something like that. So right, off to my daughter's. Hopefully it won't rain because the sky looks a bit gloomy. despite the forecast saying it's going to be 23 degrees, and there is a bit of wind despite the forecast also saying 3 miles an hour. It looks a bit stronger than that when the gusts come, but we'll see how we get on with these, and then I'll report at the end of the video a conclusion to see, yay or nay, how good they are. So it'll be a bit longer than my last 5 videos I've put on that were shorter than 10 minutes. This one will be a bit longer. Off to my daughters. First shot at paper target. Three clicks up. Go for it. Shooting a reactive target. Losing pellets. Right. Varrock. The blue ball first. First shot. Got that? Now the apple to the right. Excuses, but there was a gust of wind. I don't know if you can see the parasol above me flashing back. Try again, right side apple. It hit something, but I can't work out what it's hitting. surely that apple would explode. Cooking apple, they must be extra tougher in this direction. Yeah, definitely shot that. Right, now for the reactives. First target. Hope my salts haven't come loose. No. Try again. I believe I missed it the first shot. Never mind. Bit of wind again, look. Second reactive. Third reactive. Fourth reactive. That was me. I pulled that to the right. It's definitely me. Right, get it this time.
Slow down.
Deep breath. I think he's we're going to aim slightly to the left. Slightly to the left of the target. Now the top one. Put a target in now. Put a target in. Right, paper target, HW57, hopefully I'll get some in the centre. I adjusted the scope, by the way, twice while I was doing that shoot. I was moving it further to the left.